Hi there guys. Today I wanted to show you the range of Seikos that are out there, starting with some of the really nice vintage stuff, being the King Seiko. The higher end Seiko range, which is Grand Seiko of course, for those of us that have an affliction with collecting these watches. This is actually a Quartz version, the SBGX065 I think it is. And my most recent acquisition, which is one of Seiko's middle range or higher end, mid to high end Presage range. Now these two on the out are both mechanical watches, so this one being automatic. So this is the 6R15 movement, and this has a high beat manual wind movement. This one operating at 28,000 BPH, and this one I think is about 21,000. I'm pretty sure it's not 28,000, but please feel free to mention in the comments if I'm wrong. And the middle one is, as you can see by the ticking, is a quartz movement. Now this Grand Seiko has the 9F62 high accuracy quartz movement. It's regulated to 10 seconds a year. Thermocompensated, marvel of technology. But I'll say the purpose of this video is just for you guys to have a look at all three watches together. You can decide as to which one's got the best finishing, which one you prefer. But I think most of you would probably get the most out of this video for understanding the difference in size between the Presage, which is this one here, and the Grand Seiko. Now, just to put it into context, this is 41mm, this is 37, or 38, sorry, and this is 37. These two, much more in and around the dress size. This, more of the modern sort of Aquaterra size dress watch. But again, some people like smaller watches, some people like larger. None of these watches are on the Invicta scale, like Big Ben on your wrist. They are good size, well balanced watches, quality movements, reasonable price points. Now again, just talking about price, this Seiko was purchased by me second hand, cost me about 1,400 Australian. The Presage was 750 US, which I think came to about 900 Australian, and the King Seiko was purchased second hand, and that was around about 450 Australian. So again, wide range of prices, but all wonderful pieces, and I hope you really enjoy a view at them. So we'll kick off with the Presage, and some of you guys may have already seen the other video about the Presage. So you have those lovely blued hands. You have well, it's a white dial, but it does have a matte style effect to it. It's a nice signed Seiko crown. A display back which shows the 6R15 movement. You have wonderful high polishing on the sides of the case, combined with brushed up on the top here. And again, you can see those beautiful blued hands. The way the light plays on this dial and the hands is fantastic. I'd be surprised how often those hands don't actually look blue. They just look like a very dark gunmetal sort of colour. It's only in certain light that it really sort of shines out. Now we have the Grand Seiko. Again, just so you can see the difference in size there. Looks huge, but it's only a few mil. Again, some of the components that make this watch look a little bit smaller. Certainly the bezel around the actual face of the watch is a lot thicker than on this watch. This one being a lot thinner, so it makes the face look a lot larger. Again, you notice the both of these watches have an anti-reflective coating, which makes the face very, very legible. Here is the King Seiko. Now, for those of you that are new to Seiko and vintage watches, King Seiko was a rival brand set up by it was actually a competition, as far as I understand, set up by Seiko. So they had a factory, one factory in one area and another in Japan, and they both were tasked with making a superb, high-end luxury, highly accurate, high beat movement timepiece. One of them took the name King Seiko, and the other one took the name Grand Seiko, and off they went, with the view that only one of them would become the manufacturer of the high-end watches. Obviously, you know the rest is history, because there's only Grand Seiko and there's no King Seiko. But King Seikos are up there in terms of quality. They were for a short period produced in line with Grand Seikos, and they're just wonderful pieces. Like I say, this is on the slightly smaller side of 37mm, which is a good classical size. I put it on like this, an alligator style strap. Like I say, this is much more of a suit watch, business meeting type thing. See, the watch has the gold KS medallion there. I think the case has been polished, which is a bit of a shame, but you know, this watch is from 1965, I think it is. So you know, bearing in mind the condition of it, I can't really argue. Yeah, beautiful watch. So I'll just put it up for comparison's sake against the Grand Seiko. You can see both sort of similar dimensions. And then just lastly up against the Presage. You can see there's quite a difference in size. Anyway guys, I hope you've enjoyed this. Like I say, my apologies that I've not been doing many videos recently, but I've just been quite tied up. But please, like I say, I really hope you enjoyed the comparison of all three. By all means, if there's something that you guys want to see on these watches, or any of the other ones that I've got that I haven't been very clear about, or if there's something you want me to show you in particular, please just send us a note in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe, and thank you ever so much for watching. Cheers guys, bye.